Guys, I think Teja probably disconnected, so just give her a minute. She'll join back. Okay, Prakriti, uh, I think you also you could resend the homework to the new email ID. That should not be a problem. Also, you could just rename the file in uh, the collab file, and you don't need to send that again after. We'll get the new name, so it's not an issue. So it's for everyone else as well. If you have sent your homework to some other email ID, then please send it to the PyLing 2020 RP ID Google group that we sent. Also, b- you don't need to send the link again and again. You could make changes in that file and you'll be able to access that file. We would highly prefer that uh, you use the same document for different days and keep the heading day 1 day 2 in that document itself, so that you don't have to send it repeatedly every day, and also so that our mailbox doesn't get cluttered with 100 odd emails every day. So you have shared the link with us. Now you whatever change you make in that file, we will be able to access that. So just keep on working in that file itself. You don't need to work in the other files. And yeah, I think we'll get the updates. So we'll use this link that you have sent initially to take a look at all of that. So Iram, there is uh, an email ID where you send the link to Google Colab. Whom have you shared it with? I mean, um, what email ID have you shared it with on Colab? You can unmute and speak also. Ramesh ji, if you are unable to connect, how are you writing this message? You're already connected. That's how you're writing this. Yeah, that's fine, Iram. That is all right. That email ID is fine. Uh, yes, you could give commenter access, but I prefer not to give edit access because we would really not want to make edits. But yes, viewer or commenter, it's up to you. If there will be commenter access, we might write some comments there itself while going through it. Thanks, Meraba, for sharing the link. So, Meraba has shared the YouTube link. If you are facing issues in Zoom, you could actually um, go to YouTube as well.
Ritesh, I just want to ask one thing.
Yeah,
Uh, the file that we had sent yesterday, it is dated 14th. So today again we'll rename the file as 15th, or we'll just
keep it, just let it be 14. Okay.
okay.
And in the file itself,
Okay.
You give headings day 1, day 2, day 3, right? So
Fine. Fine.
that will
Fine.
work.
Fine.
If you feel that, after 3, 4, 5 days,
Hmm.
if there is too much of material in it, it's taking very long to load and it's making your system slower, then you create a new file and name it as per the date you have
Okay.
created it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Fine. Thanks.
Ritesh, I just had a request. Uh, so when we get back to hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, sir. Because of some technical issue yesterday, I couldn't get properly the about the home tags. So, what you have given the instruction yesterday regarding this commands and all those things, I have checked later on YouTube. So, same things we have to run on this collab file, and
So
that was the home tags. Or
yes, so the task was to we shared the collab document that Teja used
yeah,
yesterday for this,
okay, okay, yeah,
and you have to uh, so you'll have to basically run those code. You type it out in your own collab file,
okay,
and
okay.
then you run it. Also, you play with different values. So main task was that you try putting in other values, other changing things in that code, and see how that works out. So get an idea of.
Especially integers, strings, and floats. Only these three, na?
Yes, so I think we did the
Only
indexing
in
till indexing, so indexing of a string,
Negative indexing.
negative indexing, right? So till there
Acha
you were
negative.
supposed to do it, and uh, so from
Okay.
today onwards, so I hope that we'll be able to finish that, and then you could continue with the other exercises. Yeah, that was for yesterday. It was just to get your hands dirty, as we say.
Okay. Okay. And the file which you have shared from your end, in that file we will do, or we have to make create another separate collab sheet or collab, what's what to say, page for ourselves. Hello, sir. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Because of
Tell me.
technical issues, I couldn't hear properly yesterday. Some technical because of low network. So we have to create our own collab page, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Okay. Uh, Sajila, you could, of course, give. You could try out things from any language. It doesn't have to be in English. I hope you, by examples, you mean that, right? Okay, guys. So I think Teja is having some serious trouble with her network, and while she tries to connect back, what I'll do is I'll move ahead with the stuff that she was planning to do, and as soon as she joins, uh, she'll start the session. Probably she will also um, uh, repeat some of the things if I've missed, or uh, still continue where I am whenever she joins back in. Okay, so I'll share the same collab sheet that she was using for this, that she prepared for this, and let's hope it goes well. So I hope my voice is clear, and if not, then let me know, because it just turns out that today is a bad day for all of us. So my electricity is little uh, is fluctuating actually, so I'm using the mobile data. But if you don't hear me well, then let me know. I'll connect back to the broadband, or at least I'll try connecting back to the broadband.
It's very clear, sir.
All right then. Okay, so are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So I guess this is where we're supposed to start with slicing of strings. So just to also Sonal, please let me know when Teja joins in, so that she could take over. Okay, I'm not
Sure.
I'm not able to see the. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let's start with. Let me go a little back. Probably the indexing stuff. Basically, strings are a sequence of characters, right? So that's how we look at a string in Python, and generally in programming languages. And since it's a sequence of characters, you could actually access those one by one, right? So you could get a single character out of this and use it for different purposes. So here we are printing it. The point is that you could actually access one character at a time using what is known as index, right? So it starts with 0 and then moves ahead 0, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Harika,
etc.
sorry for interruption. Can you please zoom this?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'll try. Does this look
Yeah,
better,
fine.
or is it too big?
Um,
It's fine. Okay.
yeah, fine. It's
So yeah, the idea was that uh, you could actually access each character of a string uh, via its index, so which starts at 0 and then increases by 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you could see, we are accessing each of these single characters here, and that's getting printed out. Right. Now, you could also access the characters from the back. So the last character is, in this case, -1, and that
Sir,
is
there is
also 4.
issue of echoing.
My voice is echoing.
Some people are complaining, like Amom and Ramesh, but I'm not having that echo one.
Yeah, so it must be their network, or they must have switched on probably multiple
Okay.
speakers. Uh, okay, so because I think I am running just one, so it shouldn't be from my side unless the network is bad. So it might be the case that they have opened both YouTube streaming and Zoom. So YouTube streams a few seconds late, and so that might be creating the echo thing. So just ask them to check if they are
There is
running
no
both,
echo
then
here.
close one down. Yeah, no, for those who had this. All right, so
Sorry, Ritesh. Am I audible?
Yeah, Merhaba.
So instead of just increasing the size of the screen, can you increase the size of the font rather? Then we can see the what is behind also a little bit. In the sense, the stream continues rather than just being just one blob.
Yeah, okay,
Uh,
let me
you can go to settings
check.
and it's from there.
It's there in the
From your main settings.
This document has been
this
shared
one.
with us on Gmail as well, so I've opened it there, so it's easier for me to access. So if you guys have your laptops in front of you, just switch it on in Gmail, then you'll have the full screen in front of you.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I also got this one. So let me do this. Yeah, and that's a good suggestion. So uh, if it's looking little weird, let me try this out. Yeah, I guess I cannot go bigger than this. And what I'll do is maybe do both, a little bit of this and a little bit. So how does this work? Is this working?
I think it's fine now.
Yeah.
It's fine now.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, so yeah, you could also, if you could, because I know some of you are doing it on mobile, and um, so if you could access it through the Gmail link, that will also work. Anyway, so I think it's easier to really to look here also because you don't have to really search. Okay, so what I was trying to say that you just don't have to access a single character every time. A lot of times, and most of the times, you want to access more than one character at one given point of time. So you don't just want E to be accessed individually. Probably you want, you know, the whole hell part of it to be accessed at one time, and you don't want to access O, or you want to, get a slice out of it. So that's when slicing strings come into play. It's basically uh, indexing, but with multiple characters involved. So this big bracket, I'll just increase it probably so this big bracket here that you see, this is known as the slicing operator. There are lots of different kinds of sequences in Python, and it will work for all of those different kinds of sequences. So you could actually slice a smaller part of the sequence out of this. So now inside this bracket, you specify the starting position from where you want to extract out the slice, and the end position, end index. Now, one thing to be kept in mind is that the starting index is included in the final slice that you get, but the end index is not included. So if you want to get a slice till position 3, you will actually have to write 4 here. Okay. So basically what you see that this is just like, so you are saying 0 to 1, that will mean it will slice 0 and up to 1 minus 1. So that is again 0. So it will essentially slice one character, which is what you get here. You could also get
Sir,
the whole character. Hmm.
Teja is here.
Oh, great. So, Teja, would you like to? I just started. So, would you like to continue?
Uh, Anything. Okay.
Yeah. So,
So you
I could
started
stop
with
sharing, or you
slicing.
could. Should I stop sharing my screen and you will share yours?
Yeah, that's fine.
Uh,
Uh,
okay.
so you started with slicing.
Yeah. So I started. So that is where we were supposed to start, right? So
Okay,
I
all
just
right.
started.
Yeah, correct,
Sir, make her
correct.
co-host. I mean, in
Okay,
order
okay.
to share the screen.
All right. Just give me a second. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, this is fine, right?
Yes, this much is fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start from slicing. Okay, see slicing when it is, if at all you want some substring, you can use this slicer slicing string, and it is basically the square bracket. Inside the square bracket you have the initial index, begin index, and the end index, the whichever substring you want, and that substring will be returned to you in form of variable if at all you are assigning to a variable, or it will be printed if you are directly printing it. So this goes from 0 colon 1. 0 colon 1, which is initial index is 0 and 1. So this end index will not be taken. Whatever string comes before end index, that string will be taken. So over here, H is getting printed. The string which is assigned is hello, which was earlier assigned for S1, and H is getting printed. Okay. So str1 is equal to hello, and if I want to slice, I can also just slice it from 0 colon the length of the string, which actually gives me entire string. Okay, length of the string will be 5, so it won't take the 5th character. Before that, the index will be taken, that is 4, and we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and all the characters from this particular string will be printed. So another example for same is it goes from 0 colon 2, that is S1, and 0 colon 2, that is S1 has the string hello, and so it will print 0 and the character in with in place of 1, so that is HE. Okay. Likewise, for S1 2 colon 4. So when we take into consideration this hello world, 0, 1, 2, so L will be printed. 3 and 4. 4 O won't be printed, so LL will be printed. So this is the output. Now just understanding the same slice operator for the negative indexing. And so negative indexing goes from right to left. So it starts from 1, and it goes to -2, and so it starts from -1, then -2, -3, and so on. So if at all I want L, okay, this L, I can access it using -2 colon -1. So -1 will not be taken into consideration. Just before that, whatever character is there, it will be printed. That is L. If at all you do not specify the end index or the end value, and it could be anything, then it will take, if it is beyond the limit of the string or the length of the string, then it will print up to whatever the characters which are there till the end of the string. That is hello, which is having LLO. So that is the end of the string. Starts from 2. HE is at index 0 and 1, and LLO is at index 2, 3, 4. Okay, and beyond that we don't have any characters, so it is not printing any characters after that. So this all is printed from this result. Now at all you want from start up to some index, so we can go ahead with colon 3, that will print up to 2. So 0, 1, 2, that is HEL. Okay. Similarly, if you want to print from index 3 up to the last character in the string, then you can give something like this: 3 colon, you need not specify the value. Okay, it will print up to the last string. Okay, so likewise over here also, if we do not specify the initial value, it will print up to the second last character, because -1 will not be taken into consideration, and so it will print HELL. And if at all you do not specify any of the index value, then it will print entire string. Okay, so this was the various example just to explain how slicing works. Okay, yeah. So now, if you want to convert, the string into uppercase or convert it to lowercase, so you can use the ready-made functions which are available in Python. And this variable s1 is having string hello, so s1 dot upper in the bracket, it doesn't have any parameters, so you can use this function, and I have used this function and I have printed over here. So you can see it is printing HELLO, that is in uppercase. Okay, which was not assigned to S1. If whatever was assigned to S1 was in lowercase. Now the same uppercase letters, the string is been assigned to S2. Okay, and then this has been converted. I want to check whether those characters are in uppercase or no. There is a function to do that, that is upper. So is S1 dot is upper, so it is giving me false, that it is not in uppercase. Okay, so likewise I can change the case to title, that is the first character of the word will become capital. So S1 has contain hello world, and S1 dot title, which is getting converted to this, and it is printing. So H is capital and W is capital over here, and I have assigned this converted title string to S2, and I'm checking whether is it title, and yes, it is saying true that it is title. Likewise, you can use lower to convert it to lowercase. Okay, S1 dot lower, where S1 was actually the content was in lowercase only. Now, here also I can check whether it is lower or no, and that will return true because x2 is in lowercase as s1 is assigned to s2. Now there is a function swap case, which is available in Python, and if it's required, we can use them. So here the string that I have assigned to variable string 1, that is HELLO, where E is capital, and I'm printing the string where HELLO is capital, and then I'm using swap case function to swap the uh, case which is there in the string which is assigned here. So over here, HELLO, all are H and O is getting turned to capital, and ELLO um, is in lowercase. It's converted to lowercase. As earlier, it was ELL was in uppercase. Okay, so there's a swap case. So we can use this function, and the whatever was capital will become small, and whatever is small will become capital. Another functions which will be frequently used when you are writing some program, that is alphanumeric. Okay, if some validation is to be done, you can use this function, and the string that I have assigned over here, hello 123, and is it alphanumeric? And the answer is true, because it has alpha means characters, as well as it has numbers. Then if I want to check whether it is only alpha or whether it has only characters only, so then I can use the function is alpha, that is hello 123, is alpha, and it is turning to be false because there is 1 2 numbers also included in it. It's not pure alpha. I can also check whether is it digits only. So 1 2 3 and S2 dot is digit, and it is returning true because it is having only digits. Is there a space between this? That is also can be checked using the function is space, and yeah, this is a space here, and it is returning true. Okay, so these functions are readily available for you all. The next set of functions are strip. At all, there are, you must have seen some of the text which is there. There could be some semicolon, many semicolon present at the end of the string, at the end of the sentence, or 2 or 3 dots which are present, or some values which are getting appended, and you want to remove them from front and back. At all, it is present in the string. So here I have created some string in a similar fashion, where I have a lot of spaces over here. Salute to the mother earth, where initially there are a lot of spaces, and I want to get rid of this. So which function I can use is L strip, that is left side strip, and by default, if you do not pass any argument over here, then it will take spaces. Okay, so str1 dot left strip, I have not passed any argument, and you can see what it is printing. It is not printing the spaces. Okay, and str2, I want to get out of this. I want to remove this all zeros. So left side left strip, in the bracket I'm passing what I want to remove, that is 0. So that string is passed over here, and it is removing all the zeros which are there to the left side of this string. So likewise, if you want to remove from the right side, it is R strip. Okay, so str1 dot R strip, removing the spaces which are there, and str2 dot R strip, removing the zeros which are there appended, and it is printing clearly the content which is there in the string without any spaces and zeros which was added to respective string, that is str1 and str2. Okay, so at all, there are spaces in front as well as back at the end of the string. Then you can use directly strip function without using right and left strip. You can directly use the strip function and it will remove whatever trailing spaces which are there in front and back. Okay. Mm, yes. And uh, now, if at all I want to remove semicolon from this string, um, one way is I can put a semicolon in the double quotes, and the other way is I've just taken this substring uh, from this string, that is str2, and that is 1 to 2. That means only one semicolon will be given to a, and a is passed over here. Okay, just to tell you that at all you want a specific character from the string to be removed, you can actually figure out the character, take the character in this, and you can pass the argument uh, in the function strip, and it will be removed. So you can see there are no semicolon before the string salute to the mother, or and likewise even you can remove zeros from that. Okay, that was all about strip. Now next is split function. um, Given a paragraph which have been separated, which has a lot of words, and um, which has many sentences, and sentences are been comprised with lot of words, and each word is separated by space. So at all I want to count number of words in that particular paragraph or things like that. I first of all I can or I if I want to count the sentences, I can split it using the punctuation marks which are there. That is dot, and so solar is the variable. This is the string which is assigned. There are two sentences, and I want to know how many sentences actually are present. As I can see over here, two sentences, but given a big paragraph, yes, I don't want to sit and count the number of sentences which are there in this paragraph. So I will use dot split function. Provide the punctuation mark over here, and this will return a list, and list will basically will have um, the
Yeah, sorry.
sentence. Yeah,
We have some questions
yeah,
about
tell me.
strip function. First one is we do we have to add semicolons with the L strip and R strip?
No, L strip and R strip, we can pass any of the any character that you want to strip, like L strip, L strip, where about this you are talking about semicolon.
You know, actually, I think she is asking whether we have to add semicolon or not for the addition, not for the.
No, no.
Second one is, does the function remove multiple numeric characters such as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, alpha, giving alpha?
Mm, not multiple characters, but it will take one trailing character.
And third one is it possible to use both L strip and R strip simultaneously?
That is done by strip function. This strip.
Okay, thank you.
This is done by strip. So both it will do left as well as right. That's what here it is. Here I have given you spaces which was before the sentence. So I use left strip. Then I have put the spaces after the sentence. Then I use right strip. But if there are spaces in both before the sentence and after the sentence, then I will use on strip. So it will remove this spaces as well as this spaces. That's exactly happened over here.
So, dependent on our use, whatever we want to use.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Uh, any other question?
No, no, go ahead.
Can I continue?
Yeah, you can continue now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so uh, split, basically it will try to um, take this sentence. As I have split it, it will totally be based on the character that you pass over here as a parameter. Okay, so I have passed over here dot. So it will figure out where the dot is, and it will take this content in one um, chunk. Okay, that is in the, this is a list. When it is bracket in Python, it is a list, and then the other sentence will be taken here, and after this dot there is a space, so that also will be considered. So the length of this list is 3. So actually I got 3 sentences, if you see. Okay, I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thanks. So um, so this helped me to split the um, sentences from this mm, string and get them into the list. If I want to know how many words are there, I can use this split function and provide the function has the provide the argument has space. So it will help me to split this each of the words and get it into a list. Okay, and how many words, if I want to calculate, simply I can use len and pass this list into the len functions like we used yesterday. We pass the string into the len function. As the tutorial goes ahead, you will come across this too. Okay, so just get familiar with the split function. What it does, it tries to split wherever, whatever character you try to provide. From there it will continuously split till the end. Okay. Mm, if you want to split where there are commas, you can do so, and based on the comma, the each of the words will be splitted and will be placed in the list. Okay, then state of art is the string that is assigned, and based on the hyphen I can split that too. So whichever character you provide inside the split, it will take it. Okay, by default it is space if you do not provide any characters. Okay, split lines are there. If there is /n, sometimes when you use text file and there are, when you enter line and when you press enter, and there will be embedded um, character that is line, and you can actually split this and the string. If there are multiple lines in the string, then using the function split lines. Okay, so by default it will take lines, and you can see the result. Wherever there was /n indicates new line. So wherever there was /n, it is taken into mm, one string. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. So you can see they have been taken into the one string. Okay. Up to here, is there any difficulty in splits? Then you can ask the questions. Then I'll be moving to the next function.
I have a question. You can ask.
Yes.
Yeah. In this case of the split lines function, the value is it going to get split in several lines as in one after another, or it will just like a similar string it will be in a list part of like that? Because new lines, I feel that it should be in separate lines, right?
When what is the result of the that's absolutely fine when we talk about real world scenario, but here what is the result of the split when we this function, it will split the content and it returns a list. Okay,
Okay.
and then you can traverse this list and place accordingly whichever format you want.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, so I'll move on. There's another function zfil. Zfil, what it will do?
Ma'am,
Z, huh,
could you repeat the function of split lines again?
split lines. Yeah. So wherever it encounters this slash n, a new line, okay, it will take that particular string as a separate string. Okay, so list is basically collection of the string. It could be collection of numbers, it could be collection of any other data types. Here we are dealing with string, so the content which was between these lines will be taken as one string.
It,
Okay,
it
so
will
when
split the entire string into a new set where they are broken into individual parts depending on where the backslash n was present.
yeah, so whenever it encounters a new line that is slash n, it will take that as separate. Okay,
When we're saying split lines, it is looking for the backslash n, or is it just looking for any new lines in general?
black backslash or any new line in general, because
Okay.
whenever if you consider text files, when you press enter, it is a new line that you are referring to, and by default it is this when you press enter there is a indicator slash.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks. All right, so the next function is zfil. Okay, zfil function, I'll tell you. If I want to print 1 to 100, and I want um, the length of the characters to be equal. Like if I want to name the files from 1 to 100, and I don't want like 1.txt, 2.txt. I want the length to be similar like the end of the number, that is 100. So 100 has how many digits? 3. So likewise, I also want 1 to be appearing as 3 digits. And the logically, how I can write 1 placing 3 digits, 001. So I can use this function just to place how many zeros you want before the number, and that is zfil. Um, so uh, 3, 4, 5 is the number, and I have said fill the Z fill two places. So actually it is having 3 and it is not making sense. But if I want 4 places, then yes, 4, and it is placing a 0 in front of 3, 4, 5. So making it of length 4. Okay. So likewise, you can print 1 to 100 and fill all of them, each of the number with the Z fill 3, which will give me actually something like this, the output 001, 002, 003, 004, and so on. Okay. So the length will be equal. Yeah. If at all it's negative number, it will take into the consideration this minus sign. When I say 6, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Could you please repeat this function again, zfil?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So as I told you that if I want to print numbers from 1 to 100, and I don't want it to be like 1 2 3. The length of the number should be same to the digits which are uh, to the equivalent digits which is of the last number. As I'm printing the numbers from 1 to 100, the last number is 100. So 1, when I consider, it has only one digit, but I want it to be 3 digits. So what is the equivalent number which is 1 and having 3 digits? I can place 0 behind 1 and it is still 1 and it is having 3 digits, right? So 001. So 002, likewise 003. So length of the digits become equal till the last number. So in that case, the zfil function will help me to fill this number to the equivalent length of the digit of the last number. So how it will help me? If I say 1 over here and I fill the trailings to 3, right? And I run over here. So you can see 001 and so on. If I place it to this number and change it equivalently, it will say 002. And since I filled it with 4, it will fill up to 4 places. So basically, I'm trying to keep the length of the digits same wherever, whichever application it is required. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So for negative 675, and if I try to fill the places, six places, then this sign will be taken into consideration. And it is filling 2 zeros and then the number which is written. Yeah. Likewise for the string also you can do. This is just an example that I have given it. It will not allow for floats. Wherever it's throwing an error, even those examples are in place for you. Okay, so that's all about zfil function. Coming, let's start with function. Start with function basically tells you whether it is starting with this particular substring or no. Okay, so str1, which is having a string protector, or we have got only one, and I want to check whether it is starting with protect or not. So I've assigned to a variable var, that is a word protect, and I'm using this str1 dot the starts with function, okay, which we are learning, and passing this argument over here. Now what is the output that it will return? It will return true because protect, it is starting with protect here. Okay, so likewise str2, I want to check whether it is starting with 2020. This is simple example just to show you that whether it is starting with this so and so value, it is returning true or false. So I say it is starting with 2020. Yes, it is starting and it will return true. Okay, now and I want to check whether str2 is, I just want to check some false value. So I have placed a word over here inside this function that is starts with, and you can see that it is returning false, and as it is not starting with word. Okay, the sentence is not starting with word. That's fine. Also, this starts with this was one parameter it was taking. Here it takes 3 parameters. First parameter is the word to be searched. Okay, that is only starting word, like from the string, that is starting from this one. And second and third parameter, you can pass the index, start index and end index. Like over here, the start index actually is the initial index, that is 0, and the end index is the length of the string. But by default, You can explicitly pass the start index and the end index over here. So I have answers. Want to search whether it is starting with R, and I have passed as initial index is 8 and the end index is the length of the string. And 8, let me see where it is taking us to 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, whether it is starting at 8 with R, and yes, it is true. It is starting with R. So from here, this when I consider this as a string, yes, it is starting with R. Okay, yeah. And this is length of the string. You can also, I could end up somewhere here or somewhere at the earth or somewhere here. So you can pass accordingly the index. So both are returning true because both were starting from 8 index and the word R was present over there. These functions may help you in any of the program that you write if there is a need to search whether it is starting with certain pattern. Okay, find function. So it finds the position of the substring. Okay, so find function, it will find there's a string str1. This is beautiful earth, and str1 dot find this. I want to find whether this is present in this particular string. What is by definition it says that it will return the position of the substring. Position means index of the substring. So this is present, actually it is present, okay, but what it will return index. So it is returning index. What is the index? 0. At 0th position it is present. If it is not present, it will return -1. Okay, then str1 dot find is. Now over here is what index it is returning me? 2. And why 2? Because this has a substring is, and that's the reason it is returning me 2, because whichever uh, first at first index it encounters that particular string, it will return that particular index and it won't search for the next substring which is present or no. Okay. It also takes, this function takes 3 parameters like it was like how it took in the starts with the function. That is the string that you want to search. You can give the begin index and the end index, and based on that it will try to search. So begin index is 3, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, starts from here. So when it starts from here and starts searching, and where is present, here it is 3, this will be 4 and 5. So at 5th index is encountered.
Hello, Teja, sorry for interruption.
Yeah, sure.
Can you repeat this indexing part of
Fine.
Ashley is wala.
Is this one?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
thank you.
that is the second index, 2.
Sorry, I could not.
In the string 1,
Yeah. Can you please repeat?
in the string 1 is return the index as 2. Why?
In string 1 is returns index 2.
Second. Yeah.
2. Why?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
this?
So it is finding is a string 1 find is. Now it is finding is over here. Now if at all we are human being and I have a sentence something like this. This is beautiful earth. Now as a human being, what I am trying to search is, because this is what I am figuring out in my eyes. But at all I go with the algorithm logically, how computer does. What I'll try to do, is this pattern where it is existing. So yeah, th no, then I go ahead, I, yeah, it is equating, and s, it is getting equated over here. Okay, it is not word which is getting found out. Even th it will have figured out here only. So is existing here, and then it is existing here also. This is specifically, I have placed this example just to explain you this point. That is, when it find this is, it will figure out this index because it encountered is here as per the logic. So the index is 0, 1, 2. So at 2 index it encountered first is, and find there may be many such pattern existing in the string, but it will return the index of the first pattern which has been encountered in the string. Okay, so that's the reason it is returning 2.
Ma'am, two questions.
Yeah.
First one is the significance of the semicolon at the end of this is beautiful earth exclamation. After there is a semicolon, right? Will the command without that, will it change, or will the output be the same?
Same.
And ma'am, second question is, when I'm writing the same thing, str1 is equal to this is beautiful earth. When I'm trying it on Kaggle, I'm getting -1 as an output for
yeah.
I've written str1 this is beautiful earth, str1 dot
Whether,
find bracket this.
okay, whether that string is present over there, what you are trying to find.
But I have copied the same thing as the sentence that you have used, ma'am.
Same sentence.
Yeah, basically, but the only difference is I don't have the explanations at the end. Otherwise, I've said this is beautiful earth, and I've said find bracket this. I don't see any difference other than that, but my output is saying -1.
Okay, T is capital.
T is capital, yeah.
Yeah, can you equate it? Whatever
change
you
it
are finding.
If I change the T to 0, it's becoming
Yeah,
0.
so
T to small
actually,
t, it's becoming 0.
yeah, so it is present at the 0th index, and T is not when it gave you -1. No, actually it could not search for, with that particular pattern over there. That is with capital T. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and if it doesn't find that pattern, it will give you -1.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is clear, right?
Ma'am, I have a more general question.
Yes.
So we did the Boolean function yesterday, and today you did the is uppercase, is lowercase one, and then you did the other one, right? The starts with one. So the question is, they all give true false answers. So is it possible that one thing can be used by doing 2-3 functions, or is it that they all are used for separate purposes?
First of all, uppercase, when I say there are two functions that I have used over there. One is converting it to uppercase, where it is returning the string. It is not giving you true function, true false result. But there is another function, is upper, which is giving you a Boolean result. That is it uppercase or is it lowercase? That is what it is giving you. Okay,
Right.
this is one thing. Then second question is that whether you can use it together or no, based on your application.
Alternatively, so if I use Boolean, does it give me the same kind of response, or for a specific kind of thing I have to use a specific function?
Can you elaborate that question, because I could not get it.
Let's scroll back. So when you say is upper, for instance, and then you're saying basically the question is that is this string an uppercase or a lowercase string, and then the answer is false or true, right? So I'm saying that instead of using upper is upper out here, can we use Boolean
to check it is upper or no?
Yeah, for the same question, to answer the same question.
But how we can use Boolean there? Like to check whether it is upper or no. Can I check whether it's upper?
Yeah, which is why I'm asking. I mean,
Oh,
Not.
no.
Hmm.
We require some function, and this is inbuilt function. You can also write your function. That is also there. But
Okay.
just Boolean won't help. Boolean is a type,
Hmm.
data type. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Anything else?
So, Teja, I just want to add that this function is upper or is lower. It actually returns a boolean.
Yeah,
Okay.
it returns a Boolean.
है ना? So uh, it tells whether something is true or false. So the statement is true or false.
Yes.
And so even if there are other places anywhere we are checking anything which returns boolean, that could be used for checking something.
Yeah, it will be used for checking something. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So there's one more thing that I wanted to tell you about find. That is R find. R find. It will find from the right. Okay. So now earlier result you have seen. Just check this results. str1 dot r find. This it is moving. It started checking from this side, right side. So it has encountered this over here only. That is at index 0. Okay. Now str1 dot find, yes, it has encountered the index over here only, that is at index 0. Now coming to str1 dot r find is. Okay, for find is we got the indexes 2, and for r find is we are getting the indexes 5, because it is searching from right hand side. And please ignore the semicolon colon. Python doesn't require semicolon at the end of the statement. um, so
I
it is.
just I just had
Yeah.
a query here. So if we actually have multiple is in the same line,
Yes.
so if we put an is after, let's say, beautiful also, earth also is. So is there a way to find the multiple is's, the iterative ones?
Mm, you have to write a program for that, like how many times this is occurring. So count this is. Okay. So that you can write some set of statements. There's no direct function. You can count this is. Okay. But if you have this, so this value is changing to 27 because it encountered is over here. Okay, it's starting from right hand side.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And likewise, even find will take three. It can take three arguments. That is, what value you want to find, begin index and the end index. You can replace any of the substring with another substring, and using a replace function. And how it works, something like this: str1, which is equal to, this is a string which is given, I want to change this is to r. Logically, if you see grammatically, the statement won't be correct, but here I am trying to place um, um, show you the replace, how replace function works. This Python is my favorite language. Um, so str1 dot replace is comma, the second parameter is that whatever I want to replace, I'm passing that, and you can see it is getting changed. And yeah, this Python are my favorite language when I try to print. So it is getting replaceable. Wherever is there, it will be replaced. Okay. So if you want to change this, Python is my favorite language, and make any of the particular character to be capital or something like that, that you can do this. Okay, that is replace a comma the set of the other character that is there. Okay, and comma 2 will give you, suppose you want to replace first two characters only, then you can do so. Give the limitation, that is comma 2, and it replaces only these two characters of a, and a, the data a are actually retained to be small, whereas if you do not give any limitation, all the whichever a's are being encountered in the string, it will try to convert it to capital A as per the substring that is given in the this particular set. Yeah, and this is the last thing, that is if you want to find which is the maximum character over here and minimum character which is appearing in the string, that is D is the max and A is the min in this particular ABCD, and this is purely based on the ASCII value of the string, of ASCII value of the character. Okay. So each character has its ASCII value. It starts from A, then it goes to B, C, D, E, F. It gets incremented. Yeah. This was a set of problems that I would like to give you. I think Ritesh, can I take this later and can I move to the condition operators? If hello,
Vijay, can you please repeat the maximum and minimum part?
yeah, maximum and minimum. It is displaying the um, maximum character, the highest character which is appearing over here. So over here, A, B, C, D is the string, and if I have something like this H, and which is the character which is having highest ASCII value over here is H among these characters. Okay, and which is the character which is having lowest ASCII value is the A among these characters. So that is found out using min and max function. So max will take the string over here and it will find out which is the character which is having highest ASCII value, the highest. If I placed over here Z, then it will be ZA. And if I remove here A, then it will be ZB. Okay. Yeah. Any questions on this?
Yes. Would this work with Unicode characters?
I've not tried whether it will work on Unicode characters or not.
Can you please replace this small letter with the bold?
Then it will be like, because each one has its even small character and capital character has different ASCII value. Okay, so but the difference will be very clear when I place this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, any other question?
Before, one function was you used where you're finding the position of is as the output came as 5. Can you just bring the mistake?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Up. Not, yeah, here somewhere is 5 or something. Some, uh, is, yeah, I guess here, this 5, I'm not able to understand this 5 output in this. Uh, uh,
Yeah, give me 1 minute. Okay, so what is happening? This you understood, right? This two.
yes.
Yeah. So over here, this has a 3 parameter. Over here, what was happening? I have not given here initial index, start index, and end index of the string.
Hmm.
Now the string which is taken for finding uh, is entire string. That is, this is beautiful earth.
Yes.
When I can also use find function having 3 parameters, where the 3 parameters indicates first is the word to be searched, second parameter is the start index, and the third parameter is the end index. So
Okay.
it will search the word in this string from start this index till the end index. So it will start the word is searching from where is 3, 0, 1, 2, 3.
Ah,
So it is encountering here is not this one.
okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, okay. It's clear now.
Can you please go back to maximum and minimum part
Yes.
section? Uh, Please try to put that is the, yeah, you can see here, Abhijit, this is the I think this is the answer of your question. First bold B and then small b is here.
Yeah. Any other question?
So I'm just going back to the previous the find feature or any of the even replace also. You said that you can it can take 3 parameters, right?
Yes.
Uh, so, but if we actually try, so can I actually try finding is and let's say beautiful in the same or this in the same string?
Is and
Is so instead of 3, so can I have 2 of those strings inside there? Is and this, for example.
uh,
So
is
as
this
the second, as the no, as the second argument,
no? So
no.
functions which are there are like they are always defined. So I cannot pass more than that parameters which are defined. Okay, and that particular data type, like it is expecting some there is a help file for that where it says that first word is to be searched, second parameter is the start index, and the third is the end index. So we have to follow some um, whatever is defined for that particular function.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in this function, for example,
But
finding.
you can write if you can write your own functions that is there.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.
So Teja, I don't have a question, but uh, I was wondering how much long will it take, the conditional and the loop thing, if
Is
no, I mean, if it's possible, can we do it in the maybe next session or tomorrow as well? I mean, if it works.
yeah, you can tell me. You can take a call. No problem. Yes.
How about the so people who are attending? Uh, if so, I was thinking if they have some more questions and clarifications, they could get it done today, and then probably they'll do their thing in the lab also today, a lab session, and then maybe we could start with conditionals tomorrow. So I'll just check with them as well. So what do they think is?
Yeah, correct.
So I was looking at the questions you had set for the assignment. The fifth one says that write a Python program to accept a file name from the user and print the extension, and then the explanation is below that. So we look at that and we do it, right?
Um,
The fifth
File is shared to you all, right?
huh.
Okay. You all can write. You all can give a thought about this. Mm, you need not look it below and do it. You can give a thought to the solutions for these problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, everyone, would you like to continue with this today, or I mean, should we move ahead with the other stuff, or should we stop it here and continue tomorrow? It's for the participants. The question is for the participants. Okay, so I think the yeah, the overwhelming majority of the response that I have, so everybody could type in into the chat and I'll just have a look. But as of now, it seems that most of the people would want it to be done tomorrow. So what you could do is uh, we could end the session, or if you have other questions, you could go ahead and discuss with Teja, and then we'll meet in the lab session. And you work with the, so you already have the problems, the questions here, so you work with those questions, try and do that in the lab session itself, and then we'll continue with the new stuffs tomorrow.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
So lab session is from 4:30, isn't it?
it's from 3 to
Three,
4:30.
3 to 4:30. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
In the lab session, do we need to practice the things that we have gone plus the questions that is there? Both the things?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
both the things. So Annie, there are no technical constraints. The only technical constraint lies with the human brain actually. So how much it could take and process in a day. especially when when you're looking at a screen and really you don't have many people to discuss it with. Okay, so Sarans has a question. Can we give multiple statements in a single line? Teja, would you like to answer that?
Multiple statements in a single line in a string, right?
I guess so. Sarans, can you unmute and speak the question? In general. He's asking in general.
Yes.
I think what he means is that if we want to run multiple statements, can we write those in one line in Python?
That way it is. Um, so basically, what happens in Python? So this is what he's asking, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So what happens is in Python is there is no semicolon concept. Usually in other languages, this holds true for any other language because there is a semicolon in Python. Okay, so in semicolon in other languages, and this doesn't have end of statement. So it's purely on way you write with indentation. So try to write the statements on each line, and that for that only it was designed. Okay, meaning because the look of the code also matters. Way you write the code, the for loop that is been placed. Yeah. Anything else, Ritesh? Any other question is there?
No, I don't think so. So it says thank you.
Ma'am, have we covered indents already, or because I missed some parts of the class, or do we cover that later on?
What is that? Covered?
Indents, how indents work in Python?
Indentation.
Yeah, I think he's asking about that, Teja.
Okay, when indentation works, no, it is for the for loops where there is some statement which is done, which is executed on certain condition. So that is there the indentation will come into picture. So yet we have not come across indentation.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Once you get into if you write if else statement, no, yeah, indentation will be into picture.
Okay, so Professor Samudra Vijay has a comment. He says that if we put a semicolon in between the two statements, if you really want to put it on the same line, could put a semicolon in between and that will work. But so essentially you will have to add a semicolon in between the two statements.
Yeah, because that is an indicator that it is the end of the statement.
Yeah.
Okay, so try not to do this because it is okay when it is just 3 lines. Okay, try to avoid this. Make your code clean.
Yeah.
That will help you.
Also, this is this is considered non-Pythonic. So there are certain practices that is considered non-Pythonic, and this is probably one of those things. So but yeah, it's, I mean, unless it's absolutely essential, you have an option. All right. So if there are no more questions, I guess we'll end this session now. We will meet in the lab at 3 p.m. The same link will work for the lab. This exactly same link that you're using for now. This will also work in the lab and will be there. If you don't want to join, you don't have to. Uh, uh, Also, so it's not, as I said, it's not necessary to join, but we would strongly recommend that you join the session so that you also benefit from the discussions that arise during that time. So there will be nothing new that will be covered. You will be practicing the same thing. It's just that we'll be there, everyone will be there, and there might be some discussions about, problems that people are facing and stuff like that. So I think that's it. And if some of you are also attending the intermediate track, we'll be starting in around 5 to 7 minutes after this one finishes. So basically I log out of this and log in into that, and 3-4 minutes in setting that up. So we'll start that in around 5 to 7 minutes from now uh, uh, for the intermediate session. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you very much. Teja, do you want to add something?
No.
Uh,
Yeah.
what's the procedure for switching to intermediate?
There is a different link for intermediate. So
Okay.
if you are I have shared in the intermediate group as well,
Okay.
and you just click on that, and that will take you to the intermediate session.
No, I when I registered only for the basics. So is it connected? Is it in the email itself? The both the links, or do I have to send a separate link for
No,
intermediate?
so I sent an email yesterday night also to the basic group that if you want to switch to intermediate, or if you want to join the intermediate as well, you will have to send a request email with a specific subject line. So please check that email and
Thank you.
follow those instructions for switching to intermediate. I hope that you have got the basic, you are in the basic group, right?
I am.
Yeah, so the email last night that has the instruction about uh, switching over to the intermediate one.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys, so you could leave now. We'll meet at 3.
For the intermediate one, you want the email to be sent to linguistics.kmi@gmail.com with a request for track change?
Yeah, uh, I guess so. That was the
Okay, sure.